We are in the studio with the guys. We got Judd, Cam, and Keith from Oklahoma City-based band Pet. So, guys, you want to?
Yeah, guys, step on up to the mics.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, everybody.
So, guys, I have to know.
Let's hear it.
The
You have
name.
to
The
tell.
name. The name.
Yeah.
Tell me about the name, because
Is it a noun or is it a verb?
is it a verb, a noun? Is it an
Verb for
acronym?
sure.
I mean,
These are good questions, and I knew this would be the top
because
question.
this is
I've been
not the
waiting for
most
this.
common name for a hard rock
Judd,
band.
You're right.
Spill it out for him.
Well, you were telling me a good
Well, I gave you
analogy
I gave
of
it
it
to you.
today.
Yeah.
But there's so many different meanings of the word pet. Okay, in the simplest form, pet is such an easy name to remember. It's just, it's like, because you always hear about, what was that band's name? I can't remember. Well, Pet. It's just memorial. But aside from that, really, like Keith was saying to me earlier today, a big thing about Pet, the name, is just that we're basically, in a sense, a lot of us are a pet to society, a pet to, whatever it may be, this whole that just grasps us, that controls us, basically just making us completely unself-sufficient, in certain aspects. Of course, so you can go a little bit conspiracy with it, whatever, if you'd like. Also, honestly, the Pet really, like I said, it has so many meanings, but the first name, I was actually at Quail Springs Mall, and there's a kiosk with basically the kiosk has some sugar gliders, all right, and they were selling the sugar gliders. There was like 100 people just hurtled around, and everybody's looking at the sugar glider. And I felt bad for the sugar glider because they were just passing it around. It was just hiding in the pocket, like so scared. So I felt bad for the sugar glider. I went home and I thought about it. I was like, man, like that animal does not seem like it should be a pet. Yet they made it a pet. So actually, I ended up drawing this image like that night, and it was of a sugar glider. And the sugar glider had a human being on a leash. And that's kind of where the whole Pet originated from, with this idea of like, not only in human form, but also in pet form, the way that maybe like Pet and something could be in prison, maybe that shouldn't be kept in a situation that it was, So, it has some deeper meanings, but again, it also has the same simple meaning as like, hey, it's an easy word, it's an easy name to remember, P-E-T, pet. People are going to see their pet. Maybe they'll think of us. I don't know. But, so it has a lot of meaning, but yeah, that's kind of in a nutshell.
Definitely wanted to keep it short.
Yeah.
Well,
One syllable, 2 syllables.
Okay.
I like that.
I had another question. It was about how you guys got together. I had read that you guys were in school.
Yeah.
We are an institution of higher learning here,
Yeah.
so
Yes.
the
Here we are.
college thing is
The
a
best.
big
Yeah.
deal.
Yeah, it
So I
is.
wanted to know
Big
about.
connection.
You said you met and kind of formed the band while you were at college studying. What was it you were studying?
Yeah, me and Cam were studying sound engineering, production.
And
Yeah, music production.
where were you doing this at?
ACM
ACM.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
in Bricktown.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. And
And then, me and Judd met there, and I hit him up one day a few months later, and we jammed, and that's when Keith came along.
Me and Judd went to high school together as well, and we played on the ice hockey team together.
Yeah.
And tell them about.
It's a pass. All right. Just to go a little more in depth. Like, first of all, me and Cam met at ACM. We were in the same class. We became buddies, and then later found out that we were actually blood cousins. Okay, so
what?
Yeah.
we were friends,
didn't know it.
and then we're like, okay, well, we're related. We have to play.
My grandma
Let's-
told me that day. She
Yeah.
was like, "Did you meet a guy named Judd at school?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, he's your cousin, right? I was just like,
Yeah.
"What?"
Yeah.
It was weird.
So
man.
yeah, it was kind of a connection there, and me and Cam were always like, "Let's jam, let's play." Yeah, we never did it. Always
Yeah.
passed off the idea. Finally, we played, and we got together. We thought we sounded great. Looking back on the video, it didn't sound great.
Yeah. It never does.
Yeah, and then posted it to Facebook, and Keith saw it, and he's like, "You need a bassist?" And I was like, "What? Yeah." And he was like, "All right, let's practice." And he just came over and literally just like that, and we started clicking. Everything started coming together, and it was just like, and me and Keith, like, one thing, okay, yeah, we went to school together, high school, met him in junior high, but one day I was looking at my T-ball baseball pictures.
6 years old.
Yeah, like 5 or 6 years old, and literally, like, he was in that picture. So we actually played T-ball together. So it, like, literally goes back to
Wow, yeah,
almost second
yeah.
grade,
Small-
so the
small
connection
world,
of
right?
it was like,
Exactly.
it's like meant. So so playing with these three guys, I couldn't imagine playing with anybody else. You know, we tossed the idea of like having another guitarist, having a lead guitarist, but I feel like I've gotten better in the role of having to be like a lead and kind of melodic rhythm player, you know, at the same time. So we've made it work, man. 3-piece, it's almost kind of power in its own right, I think, you know. So
Awesome. Well, let me step in here and say, for all of those people out there on Facebook, if you have a question for the band, you can just drop it in the comments.
Bring it.
Or
drop them.
if you got them Twitters, or you can tweet them things.
Tweet it.
You can tweet it to @OU Crimson Metal, and we will try to get a question to the band. And remember that if you're watching on Facebook Live, but you want to, you know, you can't stand that kind of nasty sound that's coming out of the crappy iPad speaker, well, you can download an app. It's called the TuneIn app. It's a free app. It's on your smartphone. And
Nice.
search for KXOU. You can stream it right onto your phone and get a nice pretty feed right out of these fancy condenser microphones we have in the studio that your tax dollars help pay for. And
Well, we've got some questions from the web, don't we?
we do.
We have
do.
some stuff
And
coming in, so
I
let's
had a-
get some answers there, and then I don't know about you, but I'm looking forward to hearing some music. 'Cause
I had a question, and I can't see it here anymore. Who it was that posted it? But a girl had asked, "Does this mean that we have some new material coming out soon?"
Okay. Yeah, I bet it was Madison. And yes, we do. We've been working on some songs. We always are. We never stop. We always want to progress our sound and morph it into whatever comes our way. We just let it come at us. Judd writes everything, and he's awesome at it. And we
Oh,
just
come
kind
on.
of tag along and play what we do.
Well, it's something we always ask. We're curious here on the Crimson Metal Show. I mean, how do you guys collaborate? How do you guys write together or play together, come up with music?
Well, I think with me having the duties of guitar and Volca, really just automatically almost like gives me a lot of leeway to create some sort of melodic, whatever, a riff or something to be like bring to them, be like, hey guys, do you like this? Like, what does it sound? You know, something that we can work from. And that's kind of what we did just a week ago. We just wrote another song, and we've already kind of basically kind of structured it all out, and it's became a song in itself. So, I mean, that's kind of what we do is, you know, I'll write a riff or something like that, or I'll have some past music that, you know, maybe that is kind of it's kind of been unfinished and is needed to be more in a band format. But yeah, typically, man, just a riff, you know, bring in a riff, and
Lay out
that's
the
how
blueprint.
the last two we wrote together, it was just me, like, literally bringing out, you know, a couple measures and
Yeah.
chunking away a riff, you know, and then like, all right, man, yeah, I like that, we can go with it, let's play it. It's going to sound like crap for a couple months, but we'll do it.
Yeah, so he basically lays out the blueprint for us, and we kind of just mold to it, Cameron and I, and it turns into a song pretty quick.
That's it.
Well, why don't we listen to a song?
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
Let's do it. Either Answers or Gutter Boy.
all right. Well, tell me about Answer.
Answers is basically, I wrote that in basically just a state of confusion and looking for answers. And basically, yeah, I mean, that's in a nutshell, just seeming like you think you're there, you think you find some type of revelation, or you're at a crossroads and you came to a good place, and then right after that, you get knocked right back down, and you're like, well, what is the answer? Is there an answer? There is no answer, you know? So
All
that's
right.
kind of what that is.
Well, here we go. This is Answers by Pet. We are back. We are back on air here in the studio here with Pet. So guys,
Hello again.
I know Joel's got a question, but before we segue into that question, I wanted to know about your sound, because the one thing I noticed originally was this, man, this has really got a Seattle kind of grunge vibe to
Yeah.
it, especially the track Bending Walls. That was I was like, wow, this is like Seattle grunge right here. So is that a particular sound that you're fond of? Is it
to
something that
me
you're
that's
going
all
for?
very odd, man. You know, because obviously my influences lie in the Seattle music. You know, a lot. My influences are there, but when I write, I just write. I don't ever have a thought of like, man, I want to make this grungy feeling or something, you know. So I literally just write. I've loved Alice in Chains, Mad Season, Soundgarden, Pearl Jam, Mother Love Bone, Green River, all these different bands, you know, Skin Yard, all these great bands, and so much more. I love so much music. So, but I mean, that has definitely played a large influence into my music and how I write, because I think a lot of what I write is kind of, you know, it's kind of angry, it's kind of aggravated, you know, the lyrics and the content and the context of it. So that kind of also I think maybe correlates it to that whole kind of dissonant, kind of darker, you know, grunge sound or whatever. But yeah, I mean, not in general. No, I never think like, no, I'm going to write this and it's going to be something that kind of flashes back and fits into that kind of that grunge Seattle template. But I'm so thankful that people are able to correlate with that, because hey, I'll accept that, you know, every day. I mean, I think it's a good thing for me personally. So.
Well, I guess people really can. I know we got a comment here on our live from Demi, it looks like. He's saying, I really like Pet. You renewed my hope in good music. So that's something awesome to hear. So.
And that's
awesome.
Thank
yeah,
you.
that's a
Thank you.
huge comment, because
Love it.
That's a huge.
I have very little
Thank
hope
you.
recently, so
Yeah, that's thanks. Yeah,
it's
thank
tough.
you. That's,
It's tough.
That's great. That's
Thank
amazing to hear.
so the Rock Doc, I think, had a question that he.
So, guys, I am a kind of a hybrid musician. I'm an opera singer, and I'm a metal musician. I'm starting a project of my own called Flipsis, which is right now just my brainchild, and whoever can be in the band. Glenn is in it, and our buddy Kevin is in it. And I'm a professor of music here at OU. So my question is, you guys met at ACM, which is just up the road, which is also a music school, but it's a contemporary music school affiliated with the University of Central Oklahoma. So did you guys get college credit for these songs?
I'll just say this now. I didn't finish school.
That's okay.
I'm a dropout, man. I was slacking.
Well, I got a bachelor's degree, and it was from UCO, so apparently it's accredited for here. So, yeah.
But I mean, could you?
I think that what he was trying to find out is whether any of the songs we're going to hear tonight were stuff that you, songs you wrote while you were in school, or was it
No.
any kind of project, that sort of thing?
Yeah.
Not so ever.
No, actually, and you know, I love ACM, but I'll just say this. When we did create songs there, they basically paired us with a group, and it was a songwriting class, and they basically paired you with miscellaneous random people. And I remember the last time we did was I was paired with miscellaneous musicians, but the theme was to write a basically Taylor Swift themed song. So basically, if you could imagine, and hopefully no one will ever hear this, but I had to sing, and I wrote lyrics basically that was like in Taylor Swift theme, and I sang it in that, and I'm not proud of it. And that was a moment that I don't ever want to relive,
You
but
know,
I did that.
honestly, that would have been a great track for you to have shared, and we could have played that.
No,
Oh,
Gotta dig up that old
No one will
school.
ever
bring the
hear
country
this.
to the table. I'm the country fan of the band, and I'm always trying to bring the country to. If we get in the car, they want to ride with me. I'm turning 96 point, whatever,
Yeah,
some
that's
country
what we
music.
heard on the way here.
And
Yeah, I would. You know, usually it's the driver who gets to be in
That's it,
charge
there
of the
it is.
radio, and I would.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I'd
Yeah.
never let you drive.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, damn it, Cam should have drove.
All right.
Well, hey guys, we also want to know. I mean, if there are fans out there, if they want to find you guys, find Pet, where can they go? Oh my gosh, we got. I'm hearing some music coming from somewhere.
Let me. You go.
Oh, sorry. Okay, sorry for the interruption. But guys, can you tell us like where can fans find you?
Yeah.
Where can get your music, your merch, that sort of thing?
Let me just say the main thing is if you try to search Pet, you're gonna have a really hard time trying to find us.
On Facebook.
Yeah, so definitely when you search Pet, just on any platform, most platforms, Facebook, Instagram, SoundCloud, Reverb Nation, Twitter, YouTube, everything is going to be under Pet Music OK. Okay, so literally, if you just search that, you will
Or I
literally
can just
find
put you on hold
us.
and-
That's the only way. That's like our tag. So that's
Or
our
I can
that's our
text you,
handle.
doesn't
So
matter, it's your choice.
that makes us searchable, so that you could find us
Okay,
up on all
alright,
those
we'll
social platforms through Pet Music OK.
Well, it's awesome. I know we'll get you guys a link here on the Crimson Metal Show. How about, do you guys have any upcoming shows, anytime that we can expect to see you guys play?
Yeah.
So tell us about that.
Okay.
What's next?
Go for it.
Yeah, we actually were gonna take a little break to do some studio recording, but it's hard to take a break off. We just want to play shows
We
so
love
much.
playing.
Yeah, so we're gonna
Love our
play
fans.
Your Mama's Place, April 27th. We haven't played there before. I mean, it's kind of a little dive bar, so we figured we go check it out. Play with this band Shields that's coming in from Austin, and then the 28th we'll be at the Railhead in Lawton. Yeah.
Love that place.
2 days in a row. There you go. In April, then we'll have some other stuff definitely in the plans after that.
You guys are playing the Railhead.
Yeah.
Now, traditionally, that's a metal venue.
It is a metal venue, but you know what's odd about it is that
accepted us.
we've been able to play with metal bands and we've been able to play with other types of music, and we even played a show at 89th Collective that literally had like hype groups and rap artists, and somehow we were able to touch a couple people with like this certain song, and we kind of actually bring on the attempt to reach a different audience like that who is used to a different sound, and we like that. So somehow it kind of works in an odd way, you know.
Yeah, that's very interesting. Well, before we go, and we've got the guys from Barren Ruins from Wisconsin. They're going to be joining us here in a few minutes. We're going to play one more of your songs, and the song is called Gutter Boy. Now I have to tell you that in I think it was early 2000, my cousin and I decided we were going to go to professional wrestling school.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, and we were going to be the Trailer Park Kids,
Dream
tag
big.
team duo, and we went to school for 3 months, and his name was Trash Boy, and mine was Gutter Boy. so I'm looking at this song, and if I ever decide to get back in the ring,
Gutter Boy,
I
come
have-
out to
I
Gutter
have-
Boy.
I have
You
some-
have to.
This
I have
is
some
the
theme music.
intro
You
song.
have to.
I have some intro music here, right, guys?
Spit out the monster drink out of your mouth. You come out to Gutter Boy. What more could you want?
Exactly. So tell me about Gutter
spitting out
Boy real
stag.
quick. before
All
we
right,
play.
Gutter Boy is simply a self-reflection song. I mean, basically, it's just a state of mind of saying, hey, you know, your mind is in the gutter. You basically need to get a little bit more positive attitude and stop being so in the dark, man.
All right. Well, here we go. This is Gutter Boy by Pet.
Get your
right,
Open
welcome
the
back.
door.